Yeah, look at this. Here comes a freighter. Look, the freighter even looks a little bit different. We've moved on into another era, which is the Cold War era. So excellent. Normally I would be happy about a freighter coming in, but all the trades have been reset. See that? Nothing. so so last episode we we did not pause to talk about what was going on, whereas this time we are going to pause so we can kind of set the stage because there's no need of letting time elapse if we really don't have major trade going on. But welcome back to more Tropico 6. So we wrapped up last episode and we wrapped up the World War era. We're now in the Cold War era. We took our time and we're entering an era in which it many times you could go negative, but we've given ourselves an extremely healthy bank account with which to work with. So just one thing when you're playing this game, when you're playing Tropico 6, always focus, always keep in mind your money, your economy. Um, the prior era that we just left, World War and and Cold War era, those two middle eras, it is so easy if you don't take your time and don't rush. It's so easy to go negative. And when you go negative, what happens is it's perfectly normal for that to happen, and it's perfectly normal for you to come out of that era or come out of that negative situation financially. But it's just stressful. So that's the reason why I allowed some time to go before going from era to era. So let's kind of set the stage. So if you remember, last era we were dealing with the Allies and the Axis. So now that we're in the Cold War era, we have the Eastern Bloc and we have the Western powers. So the Eastern Bloc, Western powers. So when we go to trade, those old trade icons are not going to be there because they really don't exist. So we've got that. So let's go ahead and let's start there. So we've got 5 available trade. Let's see what we've got. And when we start out pretty low again, but that's fine. So we can export canned goods to the Western powers. We can send cigars to the Western powers, even rum. We could do, I think that's about the best we're gonna do is a 5%. Let's do, so we're gonna do steel. Okay, let's do steel. We're gonna do canned goods to the Western. And that's not a bad cigar. Look at that. That's gonna be, we could also, wait. There's rum. The rum, that's a good contract as well. And we may just stay. I don't know if we can satisfy rum to both Western and, because we do. Let's see what. Yeah, let's just do these 4 for right now. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and because we've got that in place. So while we talk and while we look at other things, we can at least get some freighters in and export. All right, so for politics, Eastern Bloc, Western powers, we already have a stronger relationship with the Western powers due in large part to the fact that we have got more trade going on with them. We can praise them, but we have to invite to a vacant embassy. Let's go to our embassy. And there's no huge rush. All right, we did that. We just praised them.
Stay vigilant, Presidente. Subversives are everywhere. Heck, I might be one.
Build a church near the Western Powers Embassy. Too bad this doesn't. Let's do that. All right. Blueprint is not that expensive. All right. Luckily, we could just put the church right. Maybe not. Let's put it right there. All right. Constitution. We've got to, once we click on it, we have to make some decisions. So here we've got 3 options. 0 emissions, energy efficiency. That economy first increases the efficiency of industrial buildings by 10%. And then separation of powers. No separation, official separation, let's do true separation. This is going to increase the global liberty by 5. Okay, we got that. Let's confirm. Okay, good. All right.
Would any of these be of interest to you?
Not really. Okay. Got that.
Let me add to your infinite wisdom, Presidente.
Let's see, well, how much is it first? Garbage dump or waste treatment? All right, garbage dump. The blueprint is not that expensive. Waste treatment can only be built in modern, so that solves that. So let's go back here. Let's accept. cleanse the buildings, construction, garbage dump, and then let's put the garbage dump I want that radius. It's got a really big radius. Okay. We don't have to worry about the priority. Well, actually, let's make this high priority.
You bought us some time, Presidente. I'm not sure how much or what it cost. And for God's sake, don't tell me!
Let's get the immigrants. Let's come back over here. Let's do mini. All right. We could demolish this. Oh, freighter. $518 residents. I'm going to go ahead. How's our we have some unemployment. We have a lot of unemployment. Let's work on homelessness and unemployment. So in a couple of spots, let's first check and see something. All right, so we've got 12 broke, 22 poor, 2 well off. Broke and poor. So we're going to take care of let's do flop house. Let's do another one right here. Let's come over here. I'm gonna build a road like so. Let's take the road there and there. Now we can build more houses. Maybe in this corner here. I'm not worried about the beauty of anything. That's for maybe another playthrough. Let's just get some things accomplished. We did have some well off We had well off. Okay. Let's do that there. Do that.
Now that the war is over, Presidente, we finally have a chance to demonstrate your unlimited greatness to the world. I am so excited.
All right, now this is part of that progression to modern times. And this is important because each one of these choices really dictates how easy, how difficult, how much money, things of that nature. So, progression to the modern times, now that the war is over, we have a chance to demonstrate our greatness to the world. So, we can borrow a major international landmark, we can join the nuclear club, or we can establish a tropical paradise for tourists. And I know that the vast majority of us, including me, go, oh my goodness, a tropical paradise and a tourism. If you think about when we play SimCity, we're doing that tourism. So let's kind of go through these. When you borrow a major international landmark, it's a little bit time consuming, but it is the easiest of the paths in front of us. I'm leaning heavily towards this for this beginner's guide. Nuclear. This is if we're going down the path of military. If we are a nuclear part of the nuclear club, we do not have to worry about getting invaded. It is quite expensive, though. Paradise for tourists. This is more micromanaging. It takes more time. You got to make sure that your island is beautiful and everything is set up. You got to make sure that your workforce is in place. So there is more to it. I consider this something that you do after you have created a couple of different islands, a couple of different playthroughs. So why don't we do this? We're going to borrow a major international landmark. And what I may do is I may save two versions of this. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I have 3 different versions. We'll do our complete playthrough, but maybe we'll come back and go the route of Tropical Paradise. We're going to borrow a major international landmark.
Only a truly great leader would propose borrowing one of the great landmarks of the world. I could never have thought of such a plan.
All right, so yes, we are bringing in, by way of the pirate code, educated individuals.
There is a flaw in our military machine. We do not have enough of the things that I want.
No, we're not going to No nuclear program. So we have a high school, but we need a college. Let's see, I need a good place to put it, but we need a college. Let's go here. Let's unlock, or let's unlock the blueprint. Okay. Let's see how big it is and how much it costs. Let me go back. Yeah, that's not too bad. So, where do we put our college? Maybe people can go to college on the beach. Or we could get it right there. That's not a bad spot either. Okay. Now, we need to get set up for the future. All right, first of all, let's come over to resources. Now, we're already that's iron. And what's over here? That's nickel. Okay. There's one. Let's find. There's got to be more. There's one. All right. Yeah, I think we'll put it there. Let's run a road. Right on top. Okay. We've got that, so because we're gonna need more of that resource. Make that high priority.
I've got a problem, Presidente. Yeah, with those sneaky Reds. How did you guess?
Huh. Why not? Let's do that. So we need a security checkpoint. Okay, that's not too expensive. Let's... How much is it? Yeah, that's not bad. All right. Why don't we put it
You bought us some time, Presidente.
there?
I'm not sure how much or what it cost. And for God's sake, don't tell me.
We'll take the immigrants. There's our security checkpoint. All right. The other resource that I want to find. uranium. Okay, there's uranium out here. But there's also uranium there. And that's closer to the road. Just occurred to me, did we set that other... I don't know if we designated... Where is it? I'm going to get rid of it. I don't think we designated what type of mine. I'm almost certain. There. Okay. We've got a college being constructed. We are now getting ourselves set up where we can export uranium. We're getting extra completed trade routes. Wow. What's available? Oh, there's boats. Look, our percentages have gone up. Let's do boats. Let's do steel for right now because, well, this is what I want to get into. Look at that price for cars. Well, we could do nickel. Let's do that. All right. Now, let's come out. Let's look at our resources again. Whoops. And I want to see... rubber. Oh, perfect. Right here. All right. Rubber. Oh, 100% efficiency right here. And let's do another one. Rubber. 100% efficiency. We have lots of unemployed. 90%. 70, 94% there. And what was it over here? Wait, this was 90%. So let's come back here. 94%. Whoop, let's make sure it's rubber. Good. Good. All right. Rubber. We're getting more iron. Uranium. We're educating our residents because we need educated residents. And we're going to move into an industry that is not only going to carry us through the Cold War, but an industry that's going to get us through modern times. And this also, let's make this high priority. Now, the other thing that I want to do, I want a couple of little communities because we've got people that are going quite a distance, especially out here. So let's do this right about here. I'm going to put a bunkhouse out here. Maybe we put it out here. Also, let's put a tavern. I'm thinking I may also want to put a grocery. Okay, up here. Let's put a bunkhouse. And then let's come out here. Because I noticed even my workers here. Let's do a bunkhouse out here. There. Out here, I think on this corner, let's put a tavern. Actually, let's put the tavern right here. We've got a lot of stuff that's constructing. Good, good, good. Still making money. Look at that. Look at our relationship. We've got good exports. As long as, and I'm glad we did that bunkhouse because this has been going. There's 163 boats there, 33 boats there. Lots of planks. Okay. Lots of planks. And this is going to help. And having that tavern close by is going to help as well. Good. Good. Good.
Hey there, Prez! Boy, do I feel good today. Stocks soared overnight. I love it when I wake up richer.
I might skip that for right now. All right, good. All right. We are getting ourselves set up to start another industry. Once this is complete, it's going to be an export. I want to go to another mine. I just want to see, I want to remind myself. Okay. Okay, good.
The enemies of freedom are everywhere, even where they're not. That is how dangerous they are.
I'm going to go ahead and do that. Glad I didn't get rid of that. How many did we need? We need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Good, good. Here comes another freighter. Let's wrap up the way we began. But when we began, the freighter wasn't bringing in much. Look, that one freighter brought in 30,000. Let's see what we get this time. $32,000. I'll take it. I'll definitely take that.